You walk into a bank with $200 and a problem.
Nobody looks up.
You wait 11 minutes. The fee on your account? Policy. The overdraft? Nothing we can do. You leave feeling like you did something wrong. Now, walk in with $2 million. Someone greets you by name. There's an office. Fees? Waived. The rules from 11 minutes ago don't seem to exist anymore. Same bank, same rules, different you. Here's the part nobody tells you. This doesn't just happen at banks. It happens everywhere. And rich kids are shown the whole map before they're old enough to drive.
Bro, the bank charged me $35 for having no money. Explain to me how the punishment for being broke is a fee.
You want the honest answer or the polite one?
Honest.
World runs a loyalty program. Money is the membership card, and every tier gets treated completely differently. My dad drew me this when I was 12, called it the ladder. Said, "Son, you can't climb what you can't see."
12? I learned the recorder at 12.
That's kind of the whole problem. Come on, bottom rung first. Fair warning, it gets weirder as we go up. And rung 4 is where the rules completely flip.
At 0, the world's default setting is you don't exist.
At this rung, everything costs more because you have less. Overdraft fees, payday loan rates, deposits doubled because your credit's thin. Economists literally call it the poverty premium. Being broke has a subscription fee.
So the less I have, the more I pay. Who designed this?
Nobody. And that's the scary part. No villain, just systems that price risk. And at 0, the system reads you as pure risk. It's not personal. It just feels personal every single day.
Okay, but you said rich kids get taught something here. What's the lesson at rung 1? Have money? Great tip.
No, the lesson is don't take rung 1 personally. Broke kids internalize the treatment. I'm bad with money. I'm a risk. I deserve the fee. Rich kids are taught it's just a rung. You're standing on a step. You are not the step.
And that one sentence, "You are not the step," is doing more work than it looks like. Because the next rung isn't about getting rich. It's about the first $10,000 and the day a bank employee smiles at you for the first time.
She smiled at me, Theo. The teller smiled at me.
$10,000. First rung where the system changes its mind about you.
I'm rich!
You're not rich. You're something better. You're scored differently. Watch what actually happens at 10K. Your credit limit goes up without you asking. Overdraft fees quietly stop. The account maintenance charge disappears. Nobody sends a letter announcing it. The machine just reclassifies you.
Wait, my life didn't change though? I still eat the same noodles, same room, same bus.
Exactly, and that's the lesson rich kids get at this rung. The first 10,000 doesn't change your life. It changes your label, from risk to customer. The smile isn't kindness, man. The smile is math.
That's the most depressing nice thing anyone's ever said to me.
10,000 buys you the system's attention, but 100,000 makes the system pick up the phone.
Why is the bank calling me? I didn't do anything wrong. Did I?
Answer it.
My what?
Relationship manager. This is the rung where you stop calling them, they start calling you. Around 100K, you flip from someone who needs the bank into someone the bank needs to keep. And it's not just banks. Landlords stop asking for double deposits. Employers read savings as stability, and interviews get easier. Even car dealers quote you differently when the financing isn't desperate.
So the money just vouches for me? Like a rich friend whispering, he's good for it, everywhere I go?
That's honestly the best definition of assets I've ever heard. Money that speaks on your behalf in rooms you're not in.
Write that down. Write that down.
But remember what I said at the start? Everything so far is just better treatment. Rung 4 is where the treatment turns into something else entirely. Rung 4 is where they start paying you. Quick inventory of what's free now. The fancy checking account. Wire fees, gone. Airport lounges. Premier credit cards that pay you cash back for existing. And the big one. The bank now offers to lend you money against your investments at rates broker you couldn't dream of without selling a thing.
So when I had nothing, everything cost money. Now that I have money, everything's free. Why?
Because it was never about the money. Look at the whole ladder again. The world doesn't treat people better because they're rich. It treats them better because they have options. A person with options can leave. Any bank, any job, any deal. So everyone competes to keep them. A person with no options can't go anywhere. So nobody has to try. Broke customers are captive. Rich customers are a flight risk. That's the entire ladder in one sentence.
So every fee at the bottom was the price of having no way out.
And every perk at the top is a bribe to stay. Same machine, both directions.
Options. Remember that word, because the last rung is where money does something strange. It disappears.
Where's the gold? The yachts? This looks like a dentist's waiting room.
That's the secret of the top rung. It's quiet. Past 10 million, money stops being loud. Private bankers, you'll never see advertised. Family offices, basically a company whose only job is managing one family's money. And the guy who owns the building drives a 4-year-old truck.
Why hide it though? If I had 10 million, you'd know. The group chat would know.
Because at this level, attention is a cost. Lawsuits, scams, prices that mysteriously triple when you walk in. Real wealth goes silent in self-defense. The louder someone looks rich,
The more you should check the lease on the Lamborghini. Wait, hold on. Your family. Which rung is your family on?
we're not doing that episode today.
Oh? Oh, we are definitely doing that episode.
Anyways, the recap. Here's why the drawing mattered more than the money. When my dad showed me this at 12, he wasn't handing me cash. He was handing me the reason the world was about to treat my friends and me differently, so I'd never mistake the treatment for the truth.
Because if nobody shows you the ladder, here's what happens. The fees feel like judgment. The cold treatment feels like your worth. And you make the one mistake the ladder punishes hardest. You take rung 1 personally, and you stop climbing.
And look, you don't control the top of this thing, but this gap right here, 0 to 10K, that's the only climb that's 100% yours. No connections needed, no permission, just the boring machine. Money leaves your paycheck before you see it, lands somewhere you don't look at, and you let the system rescore you while you sleep.
And the day the teller smiles, you'll know it's math. You'll know it's the machine, and you'll smile back anyway, because now you're the one using it.
He gets it.
So the game was rigged, but the map was just hidden.
That's genuinely so much worse, and so much better at the same time.
Well, that's the channel, basically. If nobody ever drew you the ladder, now you've seen it. That's rung 1, handled.
Next time, the quiet rich. How to spot them, why they hide, and why the guy in the 4-year-old truck is never who you think.
You are not the step. Keep climbing.